Hello, story lovers, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we have a timeless tale that's as heartwarming as it is clever. A story that reminds us that true strength doesn't always come from muscles, but sometimes from a little bit of wit and a whole lot of friendship. This is the story of The Fox and the Horse. Once upon a time, nestled in the rolling green hills, lived a farmer and his horse. This wasn't just any horse. This was his most loyal companion, a steed that had ploughed his fields, carried his harvest, and been by his side through countless seasons. But for many, many years, the horse served him faithfully, its strong legs carrying the weight of their shared labor. But time, as it does for all of us, had taken its toll. The horse's once powerful stride had slowed, its coat had lost its youthful sheen, and its breath came in ragged puffs after even the smallest effort. It was old. One morning, the farmer came to the stable, his face etched with a grim decision. He looked at his old friend, not with the warmth of shared memories, but with the cold calculation of practicality. "Old friend," the farmer said, his voice lacking its usual kindness, "you have served me well, but your strength is gone. You are no longer useful to me. I can't afford to keep feeding an animal that can no longer work." The horse's ears drooped, its heart sinking like a stone. It had given everything, and now it was to be cast aside. The farmer continued, a strange challenge in his eyes. "But I will give you one chance. If you can prove you are still strong and brave, stronger even than a lion, I will keep you. Go now and bring me a lion. If you succeed, you will live out your days in comfort. If you fail, you must leave this farm and never return." With those words hanging in the air, the poor horse was turned out of the stable, the place that had been its home its entire life. With a heavy heart and weary legs, it trudged away from the familiar fields and toward the deep, dark woods. What could it possibly do? An old, tired horse against the king of the beasts. It was an impossible task, a cruel joke. The horse wandered aimlessly, lost in a fog of sadness and despair, feeling completely and utterly alone. As it ambled through the dense forest, a pair of bright, intelligent eyes watched it from the undergrowth. A fox, with a coat the color of autumn leaves, stepped out onto the path. The fox was known throughout the forest for his quick thinking and clever mind. He trotted up to the horse, his head cocked to one side. "My dear horse," the fox said in a gentle voice, "you look as though you carry the weight of the whole world on your shoulders. Why are you so sad?" The horse let out a long, heavy sigh that seemed to shake its entire body. "Oh, friend fox," it lamented, "my life as I know it is over. My master has turned me out. He says I am too old and weak to be of any use." The horse explained the farmer's cruel demand. "He will only take me back if I can bring him a lion." "A lion? How can a tired old horse like me possibly overpower such a fearsome creature? It's hopeless." The fox listened intently, his whiskers twitching as his clever brain began to work. He saw not a weak old horse, but a friend in need. A sly smile spread across his face. "Hopeless? Not at all," the fox declared with a spark in his eye. "Wipe those tears, my friend. Your troubles are as good as over. I have a plan, a wonderfully cunning plan. All you need to do is trust me and do exactly as I say." The horse looked at the small fox, a flicker of hope igniting in its chest for the first time that day. What could this little creature possibly do? But with nothing left to lose, the horse nodded. "All right," the fox said. "First, lie down right here on the path. Stretch out and be perfectly still. No matter what happens, don't move a muscle. You must pretend to be dead." Though puzzled, the horse trusted the fox and did as it was told. It lay down on the soft earth, closed its eyes, and held its breath. The fox scurried back into the bushes to watch. It wasn't long before a magnificent, powerful lion came strolling along the path, its massive head held high. Its eyes immediately fell upon the still form of the horse. The lion's stomach rumbled. "Aha!" he roared to himself. "What luck! A fine horse, and it seems my work is already done for me. A free meal just waiting to be eaten." The lion padded closer, circling the horse and sniffing the air. Just as he was about to take a bite, the clever fox darted out from his hiding spot. "Oh, great and mighty lion!" the fox exclaimed, bowing low. "What a magnificent prize you have found! But this is a very large meal. It would be a shame to eat it here in the dirt. Allow me to help you." The lion, flattered by the fox's praise, listened with interest. "What do you propose, little fox?" he growled. "It is a long walk back to your den," the fox explained smoothly. "Why tire yourself out dragging this heavy beast? Let me tie its tail to you. That way you can drag it home with ease and enjoy your feast in the comfort of your own lair." The lion thought this was a brilliant idea. He was strong, but he was also lazy. An excellent suggestion. The lion boomed, "Do it quickly." The fox grinned. "Of course, Your Majesty." He grabbed the long, thick tail of the horse and began to tie it to the lion. But he didn't tie it to the lion's tail as he had suggested. Instead, he deftly and securely knotted the horse's tail directly to the lion's thick, majestic mane, wrapping the hairs again and again into a complex, tight knot that would be impossible to undo quickly. All the while, the lion stood proudly, completely unaware of the fox's trickery. Once the knot was secure, the fox leaned in close to the horse's ear and whispered, "The moment has come, my friend. When I give the signal, get up and run. Run with all the strength you have left in you, and do not look back." The fox then stepped back and shouted, "All right, mighty lion, it is done. Pull." At that exact moment, the fox gave the horse a sharp nip on the leg. "Now, run," he yelled. In an instant, the horse, filled with adrenaline and hope, sprang to its feet. With a powerful whinny that echoed through the forest, it bolted forward, galloping with a speed it hadn't felt in years. The lion was yanked off his feet with a roar of complete shock and surprise. He was dragged helplessly behind the thundering horse, bumping over roots and rocks. He roared and clawed at the ground, trying to break free, but the fox's knot was too strong. His pride was as bruised as his body as he was pulled, defeated, through the forest. The fox followed at a safe distance, chuckling to himself at the success of his brilliant trick. The horse didn't stop until it reached the edge of the farm. It galloped right into the farmyard, dragging the roaring, furious lion behind it. The farmer heard the commotion and ran out of his house, his eyes widening in utter disbelief. There was his old, weak horse, looking stronger and prouder than ever. And behind him, tied by the mane, was a very real, very angry lion. The farmer was stunned into silence. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. His useless old horse had done the impossible. When he finally found his voice, it was filled with awe and remorse. "You did it," he exclaimed, rushing to the horse. "You truly are the bravest and most remarkable horse in the world. I was a fool to doubt you." He carefully helped untie the lion, which, once freed, fled back to the forest with its tail between its legs, wanting nothing more to do with the farm or its clever inhabitants. The farmer gently led the horse to the finest stable, filled with fresh hay and clean water. "Forgive me, old friend," he said, stroking its nose. "You have earned your place here forever. You will never have to work another day in your life. You shall live in comfort and peace for the rest of your days." And so the faithful horse lived out its retirement in warmth and happiness, always remembered for its incredible feat. As for the clever fox, he returned to his life in the forest, his reputation as the smartest creature around firmly secured. The story spread far and wide, and it became a popular saying in the land. A good friend's wisdom can make even the weakest strong, and that's the beautiful lesson from our story today. It shows us that we should never judge others by their age or perceived weakness, and that with a little cleverness and the help of a true friend, we can overcome even the most impossible challenges. Thank you so much for joining me for this wonderful fable. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next storytime adventure. We love sharing these tales with you. Until next time, stay curious and keep reading.